This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. Coronavirus cases are continuing to rise in Wisconsin. For the 25th day, the state has seen more than 3,000 new cases. We have team coverage as Dane County officials ask for statewide restrictions. Cases are at an all-time high in Wisconsin. Prisons and rising. Plus, after 2 weeks of no games, we'll tell you what the status is for the Badger football game this weekend. But first, we tied a record high today in Madison, but the warmth is ending soon. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti tracking a cold front and a lot of rain, Gary.
Yeah, we're watching a cold front that's already brought some clouds in and has stopped our temperatures from rising. You can see that in the live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. But before that happened, we had sunshine today. Madison hit a high temperature of 73 degrees. That tied a record. Milwaukee set a record today, and temperatures right now are still very mild, mid-60s to lower 70s across all of southern Wisconsin. But showers and thunderstorms out to the west of us are heading in our direction. Tomorrow, we have the possibility for some heavy downpours and maybe even the potential for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm. We actually put an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures this evening will stay very mild, only dropping into the middle 60s by early morning. The showers and storms should start by tomorrow morning and then continue off and on through the day. And again, heavy rainfall is a possibility. High of 62 will be in the morning tomorrow, but then temperatures will start to fall off. We'll see more seasonable weather for the end of the week. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Public health leaders know we are all tired of the pandemic, but they want people to stop acting as though county lines can stop the virus from spreading. Gabriella Becerra at the Alliant Energy Center, where those leaders explain some of the things people are doing wrong. Gabby?
Eric, Dane County has restrictions that keep gatherings from happening. Other counties don't. And Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says that's part of the problem. People are leaving Dane County and going across the border to weddings, parties, and sporting events in other parts of the state. Then they're coming back here, which essentially defeats the purpose of having those guidelines in the first place. Parisi says it's a personal responsibility, but it's also on our leaders to make uniform and stricter guidelines around Wisconsin.
The election is over. Now we need our state leaders to govern, to meet with one another, to come up with a plan, and to execute that plan.
And to our state legislators, Parisi says fighting any plan that the state leaders put together won't help Wisconsin turn numbers around. More than a quarter of the people testing positive for coronavirus say they attended a gathering. And coming up on News 3 Now at 6, we'll share why Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says attending those gatherings are overwhelming our healthcare system.
All right, Gabby, thank you. State and county health officials have confirmed an additional 4,472 new cases, bringing the lifetime total now to 272,000. DHS officials say more than 59,000 cases remain active. The 7-day average of new cases per day has reached 5,639. The U.S. has confirmed now more than 10 million coronavirus cases. That's according to Johns Hopkins. New daily confirmed cases are up more than 60% over the past 2 weeks to an average of nearly 109,000 a day. Average daily cases are on the rise now in 48 states. The U.S. accounts for about a fifth of the world's 50 million confirmed cases. U.S. coronavirus deaths are up 18%, too, over the last 2 weeks, now averaging 939 a day. The virus has now killed more than 237,000 Americans. COVID-19 cases among Wisconsin prisoners are at an all-time high as well and still rising. So far, 10 inmates have died while sick with COVID. Active cases have more than tripled in the past 2 weeks from earlier in the year. News 3 Now's Naomi Coles joins us with this breakdown. Naomi?
Eric, here's the year in COVID-19 cases inside of Department of Correction facilities. This chart represents the active case count on each Monday since April. They stay low until a small outbreak in June, largely at Waupun Correctional. Cases fall for several more weeks until outbreaks in Green Bay, Kettle Moraine, and others. Then in October, active cases doubled, and now today there's outbreaks of more than 50 cases at 11 different facilities. This map shows where most of those cases are right now. This month, the DOC has started limiting intakes from county jails. Earlier, they postponed transfers to prisons with outbreaks.
I think we can all agree and understand that once you get a case or two in there, it's more difficult than in other places to keep it from spreading.
Last week, the DOC secretary acknowledged the recent spike and measures they were taking to deal with it. New Lisbon Correctional in Juneau County is at the top of today's list of active cases with more than 300 sick inmates. At 6, I'll explain how they became a hotspot.
Naomi, thank you. Pfizer says an early peek at its vaccine data suggests the shots may be 90% effective at preventing COVID-19. Today's announcement does not mean a vaccine is imminent. The analysis looked at 94 infections recorded so far in a study that has enrolled nearly 44,000 people. Pfizer has said it plans to seek a U.S. review later this month. Some 10 million doses of a candidate coronavirus vaccine are to be manufactured and made available to the United Kingdom by the end of the year, if approved by regulators. Pfizer plans to have more than 1 billion doses of its COVID-19 vaccine globally next year. With the announcement of Pfizer's vaccine, Dr. William Hartman from UW Health says that people should trust it.
I hope as they look at the data, as the public looks at the data, as they see who is evaluating the data and the process that it takes to go from step A to step Z, they see that the process works and that when a vaccine is available, it's going to be effective and it's going to be safe.
Now, Dr. Hartman is actually part of a separate vaccine trial at UW led by AstraZeneca. He says he believes there will be more than one vaccine. The Badger football team hasn't had a game since October 23rd because of coronavirus, but things are finally looking up for the program. Sports director Zach Hanley has more on the status of this weekend's game against Michigan. Zach.
On November 3rd, Wisconsin football had 27 active COVID cases. Saturday, that number was down to 14. Today, it's even lower. 2 players and 3 staff members for a total of 5 active cases in the program. And that means the Badgers are back. After holding on-field conditioning on Friday and Saturday, the team practiced today and is scheduled to practice the rest of the week and play Saturday in Ann Arbor. Now, obviously, they'll continue to monitor the testing results, but as of now, Saturday at Michigan is still on as scheduled. And coming up at 6 here from head coach Paul Christ on who will be available to play against the Wolverines.
All right, good news, Zach. Thank you. And there's a second curve related to the coronavirus that some doctors are especially worried about right now. They're seeing a spike in mental health issues, some linked to the pandemic, others tied to other major issues. Jamie Perez shows us how resources in the Madison area are hoping to help.
This year has been so tough on so many of us. Between the pandemic, civil unrest, and a divisive election year, Safe Communities Help Hotline has seen a 50% increase in calls since they launched in April.
Sometimes without very many calls coming in, and then all of a sudden we're slammed.
Christina Vaccaro is a recovery coach program manager, and Safe Communities overall has helped more than 750 people since the beginning of this year, which is more than double what they usually handle.
We're still in the middle of a major health crisis, pandemic, and then there's the political unrest that's been going on. We're moving into winter. People are still feeling pretty isolated and scared, and that is really not a great place to be if you are struggling with a substance use disorder.
She said it's even challenging once these people who need help can actually get connected to someone who can help them, considering that treatments and sessions are now done virtually.
I mean, our team even is feeling this, right? Like, we are all people, most of us are people in recovery. And so really being together in a room and sharing that energy and that personal connection lacks over a computer screen.
And this is not an isolated issue. A lot of the things that we're seeing happen today are triggers for people who are prone to using drugs and alcohol.
A recent survey by the CDC found that over 40% of all U.S. adults are reporting that they're struggling with mental health or substance abuse issues.
UW Health's distinguished psychologist, Dr. Shyla Murgain, said the number of people seeking help does not surprise her.
But there's no shame in having gone through a lapse in your recovery. Instead, think about, pick yourself back up and take that next step in the direction of your health.
The last 2 months of 2020 could get even tougher. With big holidays approaching, Safe Communities expects their numbers may increase as we get into the winter months. So they really recommend checking in on your loved ones. Be there for one another and make sure that everybody around you has a healthy way of dealing with their emotions and their struggles. For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
Now, if you or someone you know is in need of help, the 24-hour Safe Communities hotline is 608-228-1278. You are not alone. Someone will be on the other end of that line ready to help you. It has been 8 months since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. healthcare workers around our area may be feeling a lot of fatigue from all this. As cases rise in the state, SSM Health Regional President Damon Boatwright says his #1 worry is the well-being of his staff. SSM Health providing help for its employees, including self-care techniques, sessions with psychiatrists, as well as common prayer time for 15 minutes of reflection for staff.
Although I do believe that we as humans are sort of built to be resilient, built to be strong, it's not a weakness to say I need help.
Well, starting tomorrow, the Alliant Energy Center's free drive-through flu shot clinic will be open to all Dane County residents, regardless of health insurance status. The clinic was previously only open to Dane County residents who don't have health insurance or who are on Badger Care, Medicaid, or Medicare. The clinic is open Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon to 8 p.m., Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The clinic is closed on Sunday and Monday. All adults and children at least 6 months old are eligible to get a free flu shot. Next at 5, the Mount Horeb man accused of killing a man on the side of a Dane County road in January has been found not competent for trial. 22-year-old Riley Berg was charged with first-degree intentional homicide for the killing of 26-year-old Nicholas Day, a Navy veteran who was killed while running. Day's body was found by a passerby in January. Online court records show Berg was found not competent to stand trial today, but was previously found competent during an October hearing. One person is dead after a house fire in Janesville overnight. The Janesville Fire Department says it responded to 1062 South Pearl Street early this morning. Once they got there, firefighters reported a heavy fire and the resident of the home unaccounted for. Crews later found the person deceased. The fire was quickly put out. No other victims were found. That fire remains under investigation by the Janesville Fire Department. UW-Madison investigating an employee after video showed him running into student protesters with his motorcycle on Friday. UW confirmed Rich Yeager is a senior power plant operator on campus but hasn't commented on the status of his employment. Amanda Quintana spoke to one of the students who was hit by Yeager and is live in the Capitol Square with details. Amanda?
Yes, well, there are several videos of this confrontation that happened right here on Friday, and most of those videos are from Yeager. They're on his Facebook page and they're on his YouTube channel because he was holding his phone as he ran into the group. Now, the video you're about to see is from a bystander, and it shows Yeager confronting a line of cars and people who were blocking the street, creating a barrier so vehicles couldn't hit other protesters. They argued, and protesters told Yeager that he couldn't ride through. At some points, you can hear him tell one protester his bike could rip her ponytails right out of her head, and that he could use a flashlight to hit someone over the head. The protesters began to sing, trying to show him that they weren't engaging, and that's when he revs up his motorcycle and runs into a handful of people.
You know, we're really pushing the university to actually make a comment. It's not going to be enough if they just are we'll fire him. It's no, you need to make it very clear that you're against white supremacy and you're against the actions of this individual because he hit your students.
Tara Stangler says her foot was run over. Other protesters have minor injuries. Now, this is video from Yeager. He posted 4 different parts of the encounter on YouTube and another on Facebook, where he uses a racial slur, saying himself that he harassed the group. Seeing the protesters get hit, he called, quote, glorious. In the description of his videos, calling the protesters racist names, saying he claimed the Capitol Square as his. He also claims that in this confrontation that he was assaulted. Now, we were set up to talk to Yeager today. He wanted to make sure that his story was told fairly, and then he stopped responding to us. UW has also said that during the investigation, they will not comment, and Madison police say that they are also investigating.
All right, Amanda Quintana, story we'll keep an eye on. She's live in the Capitol Square. Amanda, thank you. Newest member of the Madison Police Department is being honored today by earning his badge. This is Chevy, a 14-year-old horse who is the newest member of the MPD Mounted Patrol Unit. Laura Harrington of Madison is the sponsor of Chevy, chose the name because of her love of Chevrolet vehicles. Chevy weighs over 1,600 pounds and loves taking dirt baths. The Madison Mounted Patrol currently has 6 horses. More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, President-elect Biden preparing for the transition while President Trump's team continues to challenge the results. And coming up tonight at 6, 14 communities across Wisconsin passed a referendum in in support of nonpartisan redistricting next year. Tell you what it means ahead at 6. And on Wall Street, the Dow soaring on the positive vaccine news, up more than 834 points. The Nasdaq, though, lost 181, while the S&P added 41. And we'll be right back.
Celebrate the holidays with custom gifts from Madison Top Company. Clothing, mugs, ornaments, and more. Ready as fast as 1 hour with their lightning service. Buy local with fast, custom printed gifts at MadisonTop.com since 1974.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Shop online or safely in store to get up to 38% off and up to $2,000 back on qualifying GE Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Check out our Hotpoint top-load washer and dryer. Buy the pair and pay only $4.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine. Your local store for more since 1938.
At the New Balance store, we go above expectations and beyond shoes. We're here to help runners achieve their goals and push their limits in every sport or adventure they pursue. That kind of performance demands real innovations in technology, shape, and fit, and we're experts in all of it. So, no matter why you run, your best race starts here. Stop by and experience the difference of your local New Balance store today.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to the experts at New Balance Madison.
New Balance Madison, Hilldale. Let's holiday. Let's light it up and dish it up. Let's stuff turkeys as well as stockings and never miss out on the mistletoe. Let's turn fresh into festive and festive into flavorful. Let's fill the kitchen with holiday sear and make memories over a cookie dough covered table. Let's carve it and share it, then savor it with a side and know where I'd rather be. Let's make a toast to what truly matters most, because the holidays are here and no one does the holidays like festival foods.
Celebrate the holidays with custom gifts from Madison Top Company. Clothing, mugs, ornaments, and more. Ready as fast as 1 hour with their lightning service. Buy local with fast, custom printed gifts at MadisonTop.com since 1974.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
Hi, folks. COVID-19 has changed a lot of things this year, and that includes a holiday season tradition.
That's right. We'll tell you how the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign is adapting to the pandemic as more people need help now than ever.
See you Tuesday morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris are putting together a team to take over the reins of the government on January 20th, while President Trump is making some personnel changes of his own. In his first act as president-elect, Biden and Vice President-elect Harris met virtually with their newly formed coronavirus task force.
It's time to end the politicization of basic, responsible public health steps like mask wearing and social distancing.
And while the Biden-Harris team prepares for the transition, the government agency that oversees the formal process has yet to sign the letter needed to provide office space and funding. President Trump's team insists the election is not over. President Trump also announced the firing of Defense Secretary Mark Esper. This is all about 70 days before the new administration is scheduled to begin. A 19-year-old man is charged with buying a gun for Kyle Rittenhouse, the teen accused of shooting and killing 2 people during unrest in Kenosha. Dominic Black of Kenosha is facing 2 counts of intentionally giving a dangerous weapon to a person under the age of 18, causing death. A criminal complaint says Black purchased a Smith & Wesson M&P 15 rifle from a store in Ladysmith. It also says Black used money given to him from Rittenhouse. The 2 agreed the rifle would be stored at Rittenhouse's stepfather's home in Kenosha. Investigators say the rifle was used by Rittenhouse to kill 2 people and injure another during that unrest in Kenosha that erupted after the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Milwaukee Bucks player Sterling Brown reaches a settlement with the city of Milwaukee. Brown and the city reached a $750,000 $350,000 settlement. This is part of a lawsuit accusing officers of an unlawful race-based arrest back in 2018. Brown was approached by police when he was double parked in a handicap spot at a Walgreens store. Brown claimed officers used excessive force when they took him to the ground and tased him before arresting him. Brown was never charged. Now, the Bucks say in a statement, quote, "No one should ever have to go through the horrifying abuse and injustice that Sterling experienced. We commend Sterling for his courageous response to this terrible situation by repeatedly sharing his story and working tirelessly with countless local groups and organizations to help make change in our community." Well, let's get a look at your first warned weather as things are about to change in the days ahead. Here's Gary.
But that's after 5 days of record or near record high temperatures. Take a look at what we've gone through over the last 5 days. Thursday, we set a record high temperature at 72 degrees. The old record was 71. Friday, we were just a degree shy with a high of 70. Saturday, we're at 70. That was a little shy of the record of 76. Sunday's high of 71, only 3 degrees from the record. And today, we tied a record high temperature at 73. We also tied a record record warm low temperature yesterday, and we'll probably break one today. So far, our low temperature is 59. The warmest record low temperature for this state in history is 57, so we'll probably break that as well. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. After the unseasonably mild weather continues for tonight, showers and thunderstorms start to develop by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be fairly stormy with showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms could have heavy rain and gusty winds, and then as we head into Wednesday, we're back to sunshine and temperatures that are back closer to average. We do have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow for thunderstorms. They could produce heavy rain. There's also the outside threat for an isolated severe thunderstorm. You can see this on the severe weather outlook. There's Doppler track right now. Showers and a few thunderstorms to our north and to our west. On the back edge of that will start changing over to snow. But the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms for mainly late tomorrow morning through tomorrow afternoon for south central and southeastern Wisconsin. High winds would be the main threat. Some small hail a possibility, but can't even rule out an isolated tornado. A lot of this will depend on whether or not temperatures get warm enough before a cold front to destabilize the atmosphere enough to the point to where perhaps a spin up of a tornado is a possibility. Right now, I think that's pretty low. But on weather track, you can see the jet stream still from southwest to northeast, but notice how it's turning to a more northwesterly and northerly direction out to the west. This area here in Montana has seen heavy snow. That's starting to move into the Dakotas, and then as this whole weather system moves eastward, our temperatures will gradually cool down, but for the most part, there's a big dividing line between temperatures that are in the 60s and 70s right now to the 30s out to the west. You can really tell where that cold front is, and as that moves eastward, that's what will touch off the thunderstorms. But on the backside of the system, where the temperatures will be cold enough for the potential for several inches of snow, winter storm watches have been issued through the Twin Cities metro area and into northwestern Wisconsin for tomorrow, with winter weather advisories farther to the west. And you can see the snowfall potential. Some areas may pick up somewhere from about 3 to maybe 7 inches of snow, especially over northwestern Wisconsin. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for a high of 62, but that'll be in the morning, and then showers and thunderstorms will move through. Temperatures will actually fall off a bit in the afternoon, and it'll be windy with a wind shift to the west as the cold front passes through. Future track, you can see dry conditions now. The showers and thunderstorms becoming more likely by tomorrow morning, and then those temperatures drop off later on in the afternoon as the showers and storms roll on through. Here's the area of low pressure kind of tracking right through southern Wisconsin. Skies clear out tomorrow night, and then we're back to more seasonal temperatures on Wednesday, but those rainfall amounts could be pretty heavy. Some areas picking up between 1 and 2 inches of rain, maybe a little bit more in the heavier thunderstorms. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures closer to normal beginning on Wednesday. There'll be a chance for a flurry on Thursday night, some rain over the weekend with highs in the mid to upper 40s, and then perhaps some rain toward the end of next week. Otherwise, temperatures mainly in the 40s to around 50 degrees. As we take a look at first warning traffic, no problems on the roads today. Not seeing any issues on the Beltline right now. I-39, 90, 94 out to the east side of Madison, no problems there. So travel times are about 14 to 15 minutes in either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, it's a 26-minute commute from the Beltline southward to Janesville on I-39, 90. US 12 to Sauk City will take you 16 minutes from Middleton, and from downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151. It's an 18-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now first warning traffic.
Gary, thank you. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5. We're a few weeks away from the start of college basketball. The Big Ten releasing its preseason All-Big Ten team. We'll tell you who made it from the Badgers. Coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Fry Construction is celebrating their 25-year anniversary, which means big savings on home repairs and improvements. No job is too small or too big, and your safety is always our concern. Respected in the industry and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. And now, for a limited time, save 25% off gutters or insulation with a full roof, siding, or window project, all with zero down, 0% interest for 12 months. Contact Fry Construction today.
Menards has everything for your furry or feathered friends. For your dogs, big and small, pick up a bag of IAMS Proactive Health Dry Dog Food to keep them happy and healthy. All dog food is 11% off. A 20-pound bag of Enchanted Garden sunflower seeds is the perfect choice for the birds at your feeder and will keep them coming back. Just $9.99 after 11% rebate. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Real customers are experiencing a real difference with Spectrum Internet and TV.
The speed is insane. It's always right there. Just boom.
It was easy to connect all of my devices, and I was able to find a plan that was affordable for me.
I'm saving money, and I'm even getting more speed.
Get the speed you need to do all the things you love on all your devices with Spectrum Internet, delivering the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits. Switch now for $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
With Spectrum TV, the picture quality is incredible. I feel like I'm in the movie.
The amount of stuff available on Spectrum On Demand is just never ending.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
Spectrum gives me the best deal no matter what.
Every day I'm saving money.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Ask about our easy self-install options to install your new services yourself. Call 833-918-4499.
In 1912, Leon L. Bean sold his first batch of 100 boots. 90 of them leaked. He refunded every pair and then perfected them. Because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest, longest-lasting gifts on Earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time.
What do you think?
I love it.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
We're just a few weeks away from the college hoop season. The Associated Press releasing its first preseason poll. On top is Gonzaga, followed by Baylor, Villanova, Virginia, Iowa, Kansas, and the Badgers come in at number 7 on that list. Meanwhile, the Big Ten announces its preseason All-Big Ten team, and Wisconsin's Nate Reavers is on it. Iowa's Luka Garza is the preseason player of the year. Reavers, 13 points, 4.5 boards per game, helped lead Wisconsin to a share of the Big Ten title last year. Wisconsin has not yet released its full schedule. They will take on Eastern Illinois. That's November 25th at the Kohl Center. As for men's hockey, the Big Ten has released its preseason polls there as well. The Gophers expected to finish on top. Badgers 5th. Wisconsin's Cole Caulfield named first team All-Big Ten preseason. Dylan Holloway, Ty Emberson named honorable mention. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast. Stay with us.
One of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our 4th generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the 3 of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, 2 salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. Right? What are some of the biggest things that set you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top-name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Hey guys, listen up! This coronavirus thing has lasted forever. If we're gonna get back out there, we need to work together. We've got to take care of ourselves. So wear your mask, wash your hands, get your flu shot, social distance. The sooner we all do it, the sooner we can get back to the important stuff, like playing. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift.
We are grateful for any gift you can provide.
Donate at goodmancenter.org.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, what is an icon? We remember the legendary Alex Trebek and the many lives he touched. We've got that and more tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Gary's back. One final check of the forecast. Things about to change.
Yeah, it's dry right now, but you see some showers and a few thunderstorms out to the west of us. Those will become more numerous as they push into Wisconsin late tonight and tomorrow. Right now, though, temperatures are unseasonably mild. Still 70 after tying a record high temperature in Madison today, but temperatures will change quite a bit by this time tomorrow.
All right, Gary, thanks. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.